There we go. Letting this load up. There we go. The chat is finally working. Sorry that I kept you guys waiting for a second. Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing yet again another episode of Social Media Lunacy. Today we are going to be talking about Wings of Redemption, or Jordy Jordan, which, by the way, your parents have to hate you to name you that name. But we see that this article has warning. This article, Jordy Jordan, contains material that is disturbing, such as pedophilia, which is always a good sign when we're looking into somebody. And we have the famous quote right here, look here, look, listen. I know they didn't get the whole thing, so I had to quote it properly. And that's when he was yelling at someone. That'll probably play either at the beginning or at the ending of this, so if you've already seen it, I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. Let's read up on, Let's read up on who Jordy is. Jordy 𝐜𝒾, is that his name? 𝐜𝒾, Jordy 𝐜𝒾 Jordan, born April 21st, 1986, age 35, better known as Wings of Redemption, also known as Richard, is an American Twitch streamer. Why is he also known as Richard? Where do you get Richard from? Did he make that up? Like, I don't get how you go from Jordy to Rick. That's weird. Is an American Twitch streamer and former Call of Duty commentator, which he hates Call of Duty now. I've seen him cry several times while playing it. He can be considered a pioneer in gaming community and was initially a very popular YouTuber in the Call of Duty scene during the early days of YouTube, even hosting his own podcast with other popular YouTubers. Despite all of this, looking back at his videos after his first year on YouTube, he has always been a target of hate by the community due to his mistreatment of his viewers, his problematic opinions on controversial subjects, and his overall unlikable, arrogant personality. Sounds familiar. It seems like all these people have a lot in common. Eventually, more drama began to be centered around him, leading to him being kicked off his own podcast. And that is a great story in of itself. It's really funny how he got kicked off the podcast. I hope we get to talk about that more in depth later. And losing many of his subscribers, which, not shocked. I could assume people would get bored of him rather quickly. Towards 2017, he started mentioning his desire to raise donations for a weight loss surgery. He eventually started, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the weight loss surgery was done in Mexico. I think he got it done cheap in Mexico, so it could be faulty, I don't know. He eventually started streaming on Twitch, and slowly gave up on his YouTube, which he still updates though, to do it, requiring too much effort for him to consistently losing subscribers and viewers. His time on Twitch has no different than his YouTube, in that he had a constant supply of detractors and negativity surrounding his name. One such characteristic of this negativity being the reputation he built up over the years of taking video games too seriously, to the point where he broke things and was screaming at others. And yes, I've seen plenty of his freakouts. We'll have to watch it sometimes. This inability to control himself led him to becoming the target of intense trolling and even more drama, which boiled over in 2017 when he had a breakdown over his fear of not being able to afford the surgery. This stream sparked the trolling community and sent him into infamy, which, by the way, even after he got the surgery, he's still really fat and he isn't losing the weight, so the surgery was completely pointless. History. Jordy uploaded his first YouTube video on October 1st, 2009, which was a Call of Duty commentary, a relatively new thing at the time. After being shouted out by a popular Call of Duty commentator, he became very popular, quickly reaching over 100,000 subscribers when that was actually impressive, and was even popular enough to boost other YouTubers to fame, which is very nice of him. Not too many people do that nowadays. It's really sad. He soon got a contract with ℓ𝐷𝐸, a terrible idea, even further boosting his success back then, but ℓ𝐷𝐸 was terrible towards its middle of its lifespan and the end. He would also collaborate with other Call of Duty commentators like Woody's Gamertag, FPS Kyle, FPS Russia, typical Call of Duty names, I guess. Together they launched the Painkiller Already podcast, which he would host on for many years before eventually getting kicked off. I hope we get to talk about that more in depth because I'm really interested to talk about it. Afterwards, he migrated to Twitch in 2016 and began streaming in hopes to supplement his income. So, let me see how long we've been going. We've been going for only 7 minutes, really? Wow, Jordy, your life is really fucking boring. I only planned on covering a little bit of it, because there's so much to do with his controversies. So, I guess we could just stop right here for now, because there's just so much to talk about with fucking Wings of Redemption. You guys are just going to have to deal with having a shorter video today. And that was our introduction to Wings of Redemption, or Jordy Jordan. We see that he was a Call of Duty commentator back when that was a novel thing. He was a gameplay commentator when that was a novel thing. Not everyone talked over the video games that they were playing. And he was actually really ahead of his time when it came to gameplay. And it's going to be really sad when we talk about how he slowly descended into madness and how he slowly lost all of the fame that he had and all of the support that he had. But at the end of the day, it's all his fault. He is a man on a self-destructive path, and we'll be talking about that path that he went down the next time we cover him. So I know this is a really short video, but this is just an introduction to Wings of Redemption. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more, unsubscribe. Stay tuned next time when we talk about the start of the downfall of Wings of Redemption. Bye, guys.